scholarship opportunities. I'm your old friend Christy. We're gonna talk about the various scholarship opportunities offered to all the students at XJTLU. So please allow me to introduce the three distinguished guests today. Sorry, we're adjusting the cameras. The first one is Professor Edward Van Schaft. He's the Associate Dean working for the International Business School of XJTLU. The reason that we have him here is that according to the statistics, nearly half of the international students will choose the IBSS related programs. So we believe that Edward's profound understanding about the IBSS's global initiatives and all the programs offered at IBSS will enrich our today's discussions. So the second speaker is Ms. Kirsty Masson. She's the head of X Global Office. She's leading the team to provide the professional services for all the international students at our universities. And she's also the expert, answering the question regarding to the UG level of scholarships and the UG applications. The last but not least is Ms. Bessie Liu. She's the senior manager of PG admission team. She's been leading the master admission team for quite a long time. So today she's going to answer all your questions regarding the PG related applications and the scholarships. So first, let's welcome Ms. Kirsty Masson. She's going to make a general introduction of the XJTLU and start from the UG part.
Good afternoon, good evening, or good morning, wherever you are at the moment. Welcome to our webinar. So I'm going to introduce a little bit about Xi'anjiaotong Liverpool University. For those who have attended our previous webinars, this may be a little bit boring. So go away and make a cup of coffee while I spend 5 minutes going over our key features and basic facts. So we are quite a new university. We are soon to be celebrating our 20th anniversary. So in 2006, when we were formed, we only had 164 students. At the moment, we have more than 26,000 students, and our size, probably by the time you enroll here, will be 30,000 students. So we've grown very, very rapidly over the last 20 years. Originally, we were established by the University of Liverpool in the UK, one of the top 200 universities in the world, and Xi'anjiaotong, which is one of the top 8 universities in China. And the purpose for those two very high-ranking and famous universities to establish XJTLU was to provide, I think, a small international university experience for what they imagined would be a relatively small number of students. And we have grown well beyond their original expectation. So we are now a first-tier university in China. We're, I think, quite famous in the whole of China. We've, I think, appeared on several TV shows, been the site for filming of some famous dramas on Chinese film and media. And I think anybody in the mainland of China will know who we are. We also have 2,000 students from outside China from over 90 countries. And as you can see from the people here at this webinar, we're also very international in our staff composition. So around 50% of our academic staff are from outside China, 50% from inside China, and you'll find professors and faculty from probably all over the world. And it makes for a very dynamic and exciting and welcoming on-campus experience for all of our students. We are teaching all in English, and that's a big feature when you're an international student, because very few international students can speak or read Chinese to the level that is needed for a Chinese university degree. So our degrees are 100% taught in English, and that makes it accessible for students from all over the world. And when you graduate from XJTLU, you graduate with 2 degrees, a degree from the University of Liverpool, which is exactly the same as a Liverpool degree, and also a degree from Xi'anjiaotong Liverpool University that is very useful within the mainland of China, as it's recognized as a Ministry of Education degree here in the Chinese mainland. So let's go on a little bit. Let's look at our undergraduate programs and our admission criteria and the scholarships that we offer. So I won't go through all of the programs that we offer for UG. If you think about it, as we offer most subjects, but not medicine and not law, that would cover, I think, what we offer. We've got a very strong business school, which you're going to hear about later in this webinar. We've got a very up-to-date, well-provisioned film school, very, very good facilities for filmmaking and practical aspects of media and film. We've got a really, really phenomenal design school with an architecture department that's just been reaccredited with its RI, Royal Institute of British Architects accreditation, where they received 3 commendations, which means it's probably one of the best architecture schools in the world. And we've got a very, very, very cutting edge school of advanced technology. If you're interested in data science, AI, computer science aspects that are very popular with our students at the moment, they're a very good location to study those majors. We also have a very large humanities and social science school. Many of our international students are studying abroad at XJTLU from our network of 100 partner universities, and they often choose some of the modules in humanities. We have a very good science school and a school of pharmacy, and we have a new, well, it's 3 years old now, we still say new, a new campus, the XJTLU Entrepreneur College, which is in a different district of Suzhou. It's an entirely separate campus, and this campus is teaching these very up-to-date majors, which we consider to be the future of education. So they are, to summarize, the 7 technical schools, and each of the technical majors is fused with entrepreneurship. So it's about using new technologies such as AI to redesign the way the world works and to find new opportunities within markets for future industrial developments. So these majors here, big data, intelligent supply chain, they also are working with many industry partners from around the world, where the projects that the students do are real projects that come from the industrial partners. So it's a very hands-on form of study, very interactive, and very linked to the 400 companies, mostly European companies, that are located close to that campus. So what are our entry requirements? So we have a 4-year degree. In China, degrees are 4 years. In the UK, degrees are 3 years. So we actually have 2 entry points for international students, depending on the qualifications you've done at high school. So think of it like this. If you are able to directly go to a UK university, such as Liverpool, without needing to do a foundation year, you can enter our year 2. That means you can skip 1 year of the degree. You can save 1 year tuition fee and you could graduate within 3 years. The reason why is because our year one is similar to a foundation year level. If you would normally need to do a foundation year, then you will do the 4-year degree. And let's go through the requirements. So for entering the start of our university at year one, we, in your own country, would expect that you have a kind of equivalent of a grade B, 70 or 80%. If you look at our website, you can see the exact definition according to your country. So check our website for your country and you'll see what that means in the local qualifications that are being undertaken mostly where you come from. And if you wish to enter year two, you have to be doing one of these kind of qualifications: A levels, average B grades, international baccalaureate 30 points, SAT or AP. And also students who are currently undertaking a foundation program somewhere else can apply for our entry to year two. So we would accept and recognise most university foundation programs wherever you are in the world. Also, if you're looking to transfer from another university, we can accept you into our year two and in some cases into our year three. So look at our website for more information about where the qualifications according to your country. Now, English, we are teaching all of our subjects in English, so we need students to have reached a satisfactory level of English. If you're joining year one, in your first year, you will probably spend quite a lot of time studying English. So you can enter with a relatively low English grade, an IELTS 5, because by the time you've graduated from year one, you will have probably raised to about IELTS 7. So you'll have plenty of time to improve your English during the first year. If you're joining year two, you probably need to be so much better because you'll be doing the degree content straight away. So you need to be a minimum of IELTS 6.5 or equivalent. We accept a very, very wide range of English qualifications, very, very large range. And so check our website to see what they are. And if you have a quick query, you can contact us and we'll tell you if your qualification is accepted or not. Scholarships, the topic of our webinar today. So, first of all, let me give you some tips about how to obtain a scholarship. And this is not just at XJTLU, this would be any university in the world. I think the number one important tip is timing. Academic is also important, but timing really often makes the difference. Think about how a university works. We have a pot of money for the scholarships, and we have this pot of money in September, and we have to spend it all by July. So at this time of the year, we've still got quite a large amount of this pot left. So psychologically, when the panel decide the scholarships in October, November, December, January, February, they're feeling quite generous because they feel quite rich. You know, when in your wallet, you've got a lot of money, you tend to spend more. When you've run out of money, you become very strict. So think of it as, think of timing as important. The earlier you apply, I honestly think the higher your chance of getting a scholarship. So officially, everything is according to academic merits, but unofficially, the timing does make a difference, I would say. So we offer scholarships up from 10% up to 50%. And every year, if you retain a high academic standing, a good performance in your subject compared to other students, you will keep the scholarship. And many students can keep it from the beginning to the end of their degree, which makes their parents extremely happy because they will save quite a lot of money. So I think everybody is able to apply for a scholarship. Each month there is a panel. You can see here that the final deadline is the 15th of June. But if you leave it that long, I think your chance is quite a lot lower. Every month from this month, November, there will be a scholarship panel. So once a month, we get all of the applications for scholarships, and there is a panel who assess them. And what they're looking for is good academic performance and other things as well. For example, subjects that generally are not as popular, maybe they'll get a higher chance of scholarship. So for our new programs in our Taishan campus, we have the Industry Leadership Scholarship. All of these programs, I think you've got a very high chance of getting a scholarship, and it's 30%, is it? Industry Leadership Scholarship, 30%. I think we should have included it. I think it's 30%. Check our website. Yes. Yeah, check our website. I may have made a mistake with the exact amount. Also, we have government scholarships for Hong Kong, Taiwan, and Macau. And during a normal year, students who are getting very high grades will automatically get what's called a progression scholarship. So 10,000 RMB or 5,000 RMB. We also offer summer undergraduate research fellowships to students who want to do a research project in the summer, every summer after you've joined in year one. And we also, if the students want to go to Liverpool in the 2+2 or progress to Liverpool to do a master's degree at Liverpool, there is a discount for the Liverpool tuition fee. Okay, so just to reiterate a few things about scholarship. Number one, apply early to get the highest chance. And two, if a scholarship is very, very important to you, then maybe look into which of the subjects there is a higher chance. And at the moment, that is the Taishan majors, the ones that where there is the Industry Leadership Scholarship. And I'm going to pass now to Bessie, who's going to talk about our master's scholarships and admissions.
Yes. And as Kirsty introduced, and we are a pretty young university, and we started to offer, sorry, this is UG, right? We started to offer master program starts from 2012, which is just over 12 years. But now we have 55 master programs across 10 colleges and campus. And also we have, I'm not going to go through the detailed list of the programs of each college, but you can see, and we have SAT, which is the quite popular programs, and with the computer science and also social computing, and also the pattern recognition, and also have the design school, and we have the Master of Architecture Design, and also the cross different subject plans, and like a social and humanity science and HSS, the TESOL program, applied linguistics, and also the very popular for international students. There are two programs. One is China Studies, another one is International Business Global Education. And also Everett will introduce the IBSS, and which is quite popular, always popular for international students, and their master programs. And then the other ones, we have a future education, and the global education program is a quite popular program for international students as well. And also the pharmacy, and if you're interested in the pharmacy industry, and you can apply for the 3 master program from Academy of Pharmacy. And also the quite popular programs is data science and from mathematics and physics. We do have a new campus, which is in Taicang, and there are currently 6 master programs from Taicang, as you can see the list. If you're interested, and please have a look at the website. We have all the details and of the modules and what after graduating, what you can do. And also we do have another quite popular program, and this is attracting for international students, is culture and creative industry. And we have the traditional one, which is the School of Science and the bioscience and the the bioinformatics and also the advanced chemical science program. And our master program is normally 1.5 years and to 2 years, which is 18 months and 24 months. And I would suggest international students to apply for the full-time programs. The entry requirement is similar with the UG programs, and we do ask for each program have a separate UG, the education background, which you can check from the website. If you apply for the social science and what background you should, and the computer science, you will require your computer-related bachelor degrees. And for academic requirement in general, and we do require UK upper second class if you're from British universities, and also if you're from North American system, we normally require for a GPA 3.0 or to 4.0. And also we do at the English taught medium university, and we do have English requirement, but for international students, it's similar with UG. There are many exemptions for international students. And you please check the website to see if you qualified for exemptions, like you from a native speaking the countries, and also if you are graduated from 100% taught English universities, or you have any qualifications or working in an English medium company or something, please provide the evidence and we will check case by case. But in general, and for our master programs, is from STEM programs, and we require for IELTS 6.5. And for the business program is IELTS 6.0 for STEM and 6.5 for business. And also for the humanities social science programs is 7.0. And we do have a detailed list. And except the IELTS, we do accept another English language test result, which is Pearson test and also the TOEFL as well. We do have an equality table on the website, and please do check that. And for the master scholarship, and we offer quite different categories scholarship, and all the master students, including domestic and international, would be eligible to apply for the entry scholarship. And this is when you submit your application form, and you should submit the master's scholarship application together. And apart from, in the entry scholarship, and we do have a full scholarship, and this is offered to the MRAS program. So if you're interested, currently we have 12 MRAS program. If you're interested in the listed MRAS programs and you are pretty confident of you have in the academic performance, or you have publications, and please submit application for the full scholarship. And also we have another categories, 20%, 30%, and 50% off. This is depending on academic merit and also related to experience, publication or patent, or anything that you feel like it's a proof and for your past performance, and you can submit. And the scholarship will be evaluated by a scholarship panel. And we have the panel here, and normally we run 4 rounds each year, but for international students, we do have several rounds of mini scholarships. So the result will release to you quite quick. And also for international students, we do have a special categories called the BI friendship, and which you will be able to eligible for 30% of tuition fee. So applicant must be a countries from China Belt Road Initiative or international student from actually your partner university. Please check with PG Missions for the list, and we will let you know whether you are eligible for this or not. All international students who currently live in China or studied in the China mainland, at the time of your application. And also for MSc Sustainable Construction Program, and this is quite a special one. We do offer the talent selection program, which is 100% tuition fee waive and also plus stipend, right? Living cost, not living cost, or probably the stipend,
Which will cover your accommodation.
And this is places limited. So if you're interested in any of the scholarship schemes, please submit your application. When submit the scholarship application form with your master's application. And also the deadline for this is quite important, for scholarship is half months early than your master application deadline. So it's 1st of June of 2025. So master application deadline is 15th of June. So I think that's also for the next topic is for the PhD, apart from the master programs. And currently we're offering 17 of PhD programs. And for the PhD, and we do have various of scholarship categories as well. Like full scholarship will cover the tuition fees for 3 years, and also you will receive a monthly stipend. And for fees only scholarship is consisting of tuition fee waiver for 3 years. And also we do offer partial tuition fee scholarship consisting up to 50% of tuition fee for the 3 years, which is nearly the duration of your PhD, majority of the students or the whole duration, right? And so if you're interested in the PhD scholarship opportunity, and you can scan the QR code, and the graduate school officer will help you answer your questions. So I'm going to pass to Edward to introduce all of the IBSs.
Thank you, Bessie and Kirsty. So welcome to, in this part, the IBSS, International Business School Suzhou. My name is Ewald van der Schaft, and I'm a professor in business, and I'm what we call the Associate Dean for Internationalization in the business school. So what you heard before was general information about the university, and my role is to tell you a little bit more about IBSS, because IBSS is the largest of the schools within the university, and we have around 7,000 students, and we have many international students as well. And so that's why the emphasis is now on what that would mean for you if you would apply to us. So first of all, the scholarships which you saw, they apply for all departments. So all the schools and all the departments, we have scholarships. And why is that? Because we are really the most international university in China. And we believe that the international students get offered a lot in what we call the bridging East and West type of education we have. So for international students, they of course learn best practice, what happens all around the world, and also from the Western part, but everything in that sense, also the best practice from the Eastern part, from China, but also from Asia as a whole is there. So in that sense, the experience is great for Chinese students who come across a lot of internationalization related issues and communicate with international teachers. We've got roughly half of our teachers are international teachers. And it also counts for the international students who basically come in an environment which is international, with also, of course, a lot of Chinese colleagues. So IBSS, in that sense, is what we call a triple crown business school. So some of you might know what it is, but most of you probably wouldn't know. So triple crown means that we have something called accreditation. And the accreditation, the main accreditations for every business school, there are only 3, which is the logos you can see on the left side, AACSB, AMBA, and EQUIS. AACSB is the American one, EQUIS is the European one, and AMBA is focused a little bit more on the MBAs, and it's a global recognition. So in the world, there are around 100 plus, 103 is written here, business schools. You have to imagine there are around over 20,000 business schools in the world. So just a really small fraction have the honor to have this triple accreditation. And even on top of that, we were the fastest ever to get that. And we're very proud of that. And it is important for us in the sense that it recognizes that we do the right things. And it's even more important for students because they know that international bodies, independent agencies, they looked at everything we do and they accredit us, and they think that we are worthy of having these triple crown. Again, only one of 103. So in principle, if you do undergraduate, you will study with us 4 years. That means that we offer you actually the option also to be with us 2 years. And then you could do your last 2 years in Liverpool. And again, as everybody said, everything is in English, but of course you can also learn, and you have to learn Chinese next to that, which is very useful. Because if you look, for instance, in the economy worldwide, and if you look at the role China has played, is playing, and will play, it will be very valuable for international students to understand China better, to understand China from different perspectives, to understand the business culture, to speak the language, and also to create a network. Because when you're here, you will meet a lot of fellow students from China and from globally. And it will set you apart when you either decide to stay in China for work or will go back to your countries, that you have this China experience, but you also have, in that sense, a degree, which is a University of Liverpool degree, plus a Chinese degree from Xi'anjiaotong, 2 top universities in the world. So below on the left, you see the business school, the building. So it's a very pretty building. It was opened in 2018. And like Kirsty said, it also is used for videos, etc., and for a lot of events. So apart from the 3 accreditations, we have also accredited related to accounting and other ones, but those are the main ones. All right, now coming to our programs. So these are our undergraduate programs. They're all good. They all have a good amount of students. Just to highlight, for instance, one which probably has the most international students is what we call international business with a language. And international business with a language is again a program of 4 years, and it gives you the opportunity to study international business, but also to focus a little bit more on a language. And it has Chinese students and international students. For the Chinese students, they have an option to either learn Spanish or Japanese. But more importantly for you as international students, the focus, of course, is on Chinese. So in that sense, you will learn at all the 8 programs, you will learn Chinese, but here your level will be simply higher because around 30% of the time you will focus also on the language. So in that sense, you will be very proficient in international business, all the theories and applications, but you will also learn Chinese at a more detailed level. Other international programs popular for international students are, for instance, our marketing program, our business administration program, but also in that sense, the HR program is getting more popular. And we have very strong economics and finance departments. So these are our 8 programs, and these 8 programs are offered to our students. One thing I want to explain is why, and that's not only for IBSS, but it's in general why our students are so popular in the business world. For instance, I talked to an applicant who is around 45 years old. She has a very high position in a company in Suzhou, and she wants to do an executive MBA with us. And I talked to her, and I asked her, why do you apply? She said, well, I applied because I think your university is a little bit different. When I talk to, we have a lot of interns, so young students who get work experience with us for maybe 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. And every time I see an intern who is, in that sense, a little bit more active, has an own opinion, and sometimes comes with ideas. And then when I ask them, like 7 out or 8 out of 10 times, it is from your university. And this while we have around 15 universities we collaborate with. So we recognize your students are different. They're more international, but also their what we call soft skills are different. And that is basically who we are. We're a little bit younger. We do things differently. And our educational system are more modern. We use technology as well. And we use that everywhere. And that is, of course, in the business school, but again, that also differentiates us as a university. That's why we think we are on the right track, and we can offer a lot for our international students. If you look at postgraduate, we also have 8 programs here, and they're really the international students all across the board. I think one of the more famous ones is the operations and supply chain management master studies. It's ranked around 50 globally, and in Asia, it's one of the top programs. But also our business analytics program is all about data. And obviously that is what the world is going to, the role of data. All the programs also have included the role of AI and what AI will do for the future. So in that sense, you, of course, as a younger new generation, you have your own experience and ideas of that. And we look at it from an academic point of view. But popular programs are MSc management, which is more like focused on general management, project management. And again, our economics and finance programs are also top-notch. So these are our postgraduate programs. And similar to the undergraduate program, we offer all of them scholarships. Like was said, when you apply earlier, your chances are, of course, bigger. But in that sense, we're offering them both at undergraduate and as postgraduate level. Something I want to mention, maybe if I go back. So at these programs, you have the opportunity to also go to Liverpool to do 2 years with us and then 2 years with Liverpool, or you can stay 4 years with us. There's also the opportunity here to do a half a year exchange. We have like 15 international partner universities where we now actively send students to. So if you don't decide to go to Liverpool, you could go, for instance, a half a year to Switzerland or to Germany or to Canada or to Thailand, etc. So we have really top universities we partner with. Coming back to this one, so this is just another example of internationalization, but then at postgraduate level, we are a member of a network, and our top students who are really interested in data from all programs you can apply can do, instead of 18 months, what the normal program is, they can do an additional 6 months, no tuition. Of course, you have to pay travel, etc. And you can do something called QTEM, which is a very prestigious network where we were invited to join because we are so international and of our location in China, and because we do a lot with data. And these are the member universities. They're again from all around the world, and they're all top universities. So when you have the opportunity with us, you can apply for this program, and then you can maybe do an exchange at extra exchange of around 4 months at these universities. And you can get a second degree from the QTEM degree. And that's something we're really proud of, to be part of this exclusive network so that we can offer it to students like you. Right, I give this now to my colleagues again, how to apply. So thank you for your attention, and maybe later I'll see you during the questions.
Okay, so we hope we've sparked your interest in XJTLU. So I'm going to quickly go through how to apply, and then we'll come to all the questions. You apply on our website. You click on the apply now on the program that you're interested in. At the point that you apply, you do not need to have, in fact, you're unlikely to have all of the documents you need. You may not have finished your high school. You may be still studying for your undergraduate degree. So you apply and you submit what you do have, and this will mean that you will get a conditional offer, and the conditional offer will ask you for the missing documents. So when you graduate from high school or university, you'll provide those documents and you'll then get an unconditional offer. If you have everything now, you may get an unconditional offer at this point. Scholarships are a separate time. Sorry, that's wrong. When you apply for your degree, you'll get an offer or a rejection, but you won't necessarily get the scholarship decision at the same time. That's because it's a different group of people considering the scholarship. So you will probably get a scholarship offer slightly later than your application result. Don't worry about that. That's normal. There's applications being processed every day, but scholarships are only being assessed once every month. So it's usually slower. And you can check with us if you're worried. Okay. And the deadline is the 30th of June, 2025, or the 15th of June if it's for a master's degree. PhD, you have 3 deadlines per year. 3 deadlines per year for PhD. Oh.
Four deadlines.
4 deadlines a year for PhD.
Even better.
Even better. Tuition fees. Our standard tuition fee for undergraduate is 93,000 RMB per year, not per month. And for masters, it depends on the program. So you have to check the program to see what the tuition fee is. Our masters is the fee is the whole fee for the whole course, and the course is 18 months or 24 months. And students may wish to study only Chinese language. We have Chinese language courses every semester. They cost 9,500 RMB. Or in the summer, and this week maybe next week we will see our summer courses go live. So we have 3 exciting summer courses next summer. Chinese language. We have an international business course called Doing Business in the Changing China. And we have a technopreneurship course. And that information will be online soon. And we'll probably run a webinar about our summer programs. So one thing we offer, because we, as Eva mentioned, we think that studying Chinese in China alongside your course is a great opportunity for your future career. And it's also a great opportunity for helping you settle in and make friends and understand the country where you're studying. So we offer to all students who have they've accepted their degree and paid their deposit, we offer a free Chinese language course before your program starts. So normally that's in the summer. You can take the Chinese language summer course. We don't charge the tuition fee. But it means you can come early and study a month of Chinese intensively, so that you get a head start. Or if you're actually available earlier in the year, you could start in March and study from March through to the summer or September. That will be a whole semester of free Chinese. So you can get a really head start. You'll be well ahead of everybody else by the time they arrive in September. So I think we just come to how to contact us. So please, if you've got WeChat, scan our WeChat. We send regular updates, including any changes to scholarships, any new scholarships that are announced, any opportunities that we get during the year, we post there, and stories about our students and our university. And you can also use email. And when you can find us, XJTLU, on most of the social media platforms you're probably familiar with.
Okay,
Right.
so we're gonna leave like 10 minutes for Q&A. So if you have any question regarding UG, PG, and the PhD applications, so please raise your hand. So we will put you through and let you speak.
Maliki Thomas, here is your QR code.
Anyone raise your hand?
I think Jinran's answered most of the questions really well. Along.
Yeah, Gina answered most of the.
I think Jinran's answered most of your questions.
Hello. Malikia is speaking.
Hi, Malikia.
Hello. Thank you for the presentation. I think a lot of things was touched, but I had one question I want to ask.
Malikia, we can't hear you clearly. It's a very bad. Oh, that's better.
Can you hear me now?
That's much better. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So my question has to do with PhD candidates who are currently in their master's program. And many of the applications, I think they require the abstract of the master's dissertation.
Mm.
So let's say if I'm applying right now, but I've not finished my research because that's the final work I have to do. What can be used in place of that, like without the abstract of the final dissertation?
I think you need to actually provide a research proposal for the PhD you wish to do. You don't need the abstract for your master's.
The abstract of masters, but you need a research proposal.
Okay. All right. I think that's it. Thank you.
Yeah, good luck.
Valeria.
What's the question?
Valeria. She's raising hand.
Yeah, hello, Valeria.
She should be able to speak up.
Hi, Valeria.
I think you're muted, Valeria.
Am I
No,
still here?
No,
now you're good.
We can hear
we
you.
can hear you now.
Okay. So currently I am still in high school, but
Uh-huh.
I arrived a little late to this seminar. So I was wondering, is there undergraduate courses for media communications and international relationships?
Yeah, there are two majors you might be interested in. There is a major that's quite popular actually with international students called Media and Communications. That's media communications, journalism, writing, etc. It's in our humanities, School of Humanities and Social Sciences. And then we have another major also in the School of Humanities and Social Sciences, and it's called BA International Relations. Jingran, I think, has just sent you a link. That one is also very popular. That is basically international relations, politics, current affairs, international affairs, and it also has a 1 semester study abroad opportunity with partners from all over the world. So you can follow a particular interest if you're interested in, I don't know, Sino-Spanish relations, or it seems Italy is very popular for study abroad. You can do a
Yeah.
project within one of the many partners that we have.
Okay, I see. And I have one more question. So my second language is English, but I was wondering, for applying, do I need to have any sort of like TOEFL test or anything like that?
Are you studying in English at your high school?
Yes.
Are you studying, what high school qualifications are you studying for?
Right now, AP.
Okay, so if your high school is in English and the qualifications you're doing are English medium, we won't ask you usually for any additional English test.
Oh, okay. Yeah, those were my questions. Thank you.
Okay, good to hear from you. Colin, do we accept transfer students? Yes. It's a little bit complicated. We have the ability to accept transfer students into our year 3. So you studied 2 years at XJTLU. In order to do that, we take your credits from your current university and we import them into our degree. For that to happen, we need to make sure that you've got enough credits and that the credits are meeting the degree contents requirements that we have here. So it's an individual process. So what I recommend is that what you need to do is apply and submit your transcripts and university records, and we will check with the department, the program that you want to transfer into, to make sure that there is a match. If there isn't a match, we'll advise you on maybe another track that may have a match. Amelia, can undergraduate students definitely take part in double degree? Yes, all our students will receive 2 degrees, one University of Liverpool and the other one Jiao Liverpool University. That's the standard for everybody. And if you pass your degree, you will get 2 degrees. If you fail your degree, you'll get 0 degrees. That makes sense.
Just to add to that, so for most undergraduate studies, the opportunity is to have 2 years or 1 year, depends when you start, but 2 years with us and then 2 years in Liverpool, or you can stay 4 years with us. It doesn't matter which one of the options you choose, both you will be eligible for this double degree. So even if you go to Liverpool, you get from the Chinese Ministry of Education, from Shanjiao, a degree, plus from Liverpool. And if you stay with us also, so.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you stay here or go to Liverpool, you'll still get 2 degrees. And they're exactly the same degrees. Do you have architecture, Colin? Yes, we do have architecture. It's a very, very, very excellent program and department. So I would check it online. We've got a really, really good architecture program. Do we accept GED students?
What is GED?
Students should provide GED with their completely high school transcript and high school diploma. Without the high school transcript and high school diploma, we do not accept.
So I don't know if you heard that. GED students, yes, but you must provide your high school diploma and your transcript alongside it. Otherwise, we won't accept it.
I just want to add something to the architecture question. So additionally, it is a great department. And additionally, if you want to know more, go to the website, go to the architecture department, and especially look at the faculty, at all the professors there. There you see that it's also one of our most international departments from professor perspective. So you just read where they taught, what their background is, etc. And then that's already a proof that they're very good. Plus, we are, I think, one of the few, or maybe the only one in mainland China, who has something called RIBA, which is there
two universities in mainland China, but our accreditation got a higher score than our competitor.
Exactly.
Considerably so.
So it's one of our programs we're really proud of.
Yeah, definitely a really, really good program. Okay, Amelia, is it a must for international students to learn Chinese language? It is. If you do not have any Chinese, then you will be programmed some Chinese language classes from 0 beginner level to a level of relative fluency. So yes, I guess it is a must. It's not credit bearing. In other words, it doesn't affect your grade. If you take architecture, you'll be studying Chinese alongside it. But if you're really bad at Chinese, it won't affect your architecture grade. It's an additional set of classes alongside your degree. And it's extremely useful and enjoyable and fascinating. But students do worry that it's hard. It is quite hard, but it won't damage your degree performance or your grade in your degree.
A question related to that is, we get often from international students, if you have to already speak Chinese to come here, study with us.
No.
That is not the case. A lot of international students do not speak Chinese, but obviously you will learn it here. But you can perfectly arrive here without knowledge of Chinese. But when you're here, use the opportunity, and we will give you all the opportunities to learn.
So Janice, Karina, we can read half your question. Maybe Jingran can read it out.
I want contrast regarding master program for culture and creative industries? Is it mandatory to provide a research proposal?
For Master of Creative Industry, you don't need to provide a research proposal. Research proposal is required for PhD programs. There's no requirement for master program. Is that clear? Okay.
Can I, Yaman Dandas, may I ask what the difference is between the campuses of Suzhou and Taisang and Suzhou?
Also raised his hand. I just, need this.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Hi, we can hear
Hi.
you loud and clear.
Thank you. So thank you very much for letting us know all of these informations and having this wonderful information, giving us these wonderful informations today. So I really wanted to ask about the differences between the two campuses, the one in Taishan, sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong, and the one
Good
in
enough. Suzhou. Yeah.
Yeah.
Taifang. Okay, there's many differences. They are both in the city of Suzhou, but the city of Suzhou is very large. Only 10 million people. It's a small city in China, honestly. So Suzhou is a big city. Within it, we have our old campus where we are now. That's kind of near to, I would say, the city centre, the old city centre. And then we have another brand new campus in the town of Taisang, which is around, it's 60 minutes by bus. We have shuttle buses between the two campuses, 3 shuttle buses. However, if you choose a Taisang program, you will live in the Taisang campus. It's a campus that it's the same size as our main campus, and it has all of the student accommodation and all of the student facilities. Actually, in some ways, better facilities because it's newer and it's got a very fancy swimming pool, which our campus here doesn't have. And you will be living and having all of your classes in that campus. So it's a different location, number one difference. Secondly, it has around 3,000 students at the moment. It's going to grow to 10,000 students. So it's a smaller student population. Second difference. Third difference are the teaching style and the philosophy is totally different. In this campus, we teach very traditional programs, like every university in the world, very similar. In the Taisang campus, it's a very new style of education where the industry around the campus, which is very high-tech industry, there's aerospace, there's pharmaceuticals, there's a lot of AI. There are 400 German companies alone in that area. It is integrated into the education model. So the projects are from industry, are real industry projects, and the students have a project-based learning style, not sitting in lectures listening to the tutor, but actually doing group projects, industry release. It's very connected. So it's very different actually in probably all of the aspects that matter to students. So one thing to say is I visit all of the schools and I meet all of the international students in all of the schools, and the students with the highest level of course satisfaction, the ones who was really, really passionate and delighted and happy with their academic programs, are the students in Taisang. They are so happy because it's a really exciting way to study. They feel like they're pioneers doing something different. And they have a very, very close relationship with the professors in that campus, mainly because it's the style, but also because it's smaller. So they get a lot of attention from the academic staff. So it's a very different style. We're going to run a webinar just about Tai Sang and hear from some Tai Sang professors. I think that's on the 10th of December. So I recommend you join that because you'll get a good sense from those professors what it's like there. Okay, let's have Janice. Oh no, we've done that one. Gianna, questions regarding architecture. Do you want to ask us the questions, Gianna? You can speak. Don't be shy.
She's speaking, but are you muted?
I think you might be muted, Gianna. Oh, sorry, you've written a question. Do I need to get a BBB for my A-level if I have a very good question. Excellent question. Right, so architecture has a slightly different way of admitting students. They care a lot about this thing called portfolio. So that is a selection of your work, creative work. It doesn't have to be architectural work. It could be photography or art or video even. Creativity is what they look for. And they do care about that, probably more than they care about the grades. So I don't want to say you do not need to get BBB, but if you're interviewed and you have a good portfolio and that goes well, they probably will make you an offer that is slightly lower. They'll be less interested in the grades, to be honest. Do you want to ask a question, Salamanto?
He asked a question before. It's I just finished my high school.
Mm-hmm.
I have my testimonial leaving certificate, but I only have Duolingo English. Now my results the English test.
I don't know the answer to that. We don't accept Duolingo, do we?
No, we don't.
Oh yeah, he want to talk to us through the microphone.
Hello.
Hi.
You hear us?
You can speak now. We've unmuted you.
Okay, I'll answer the question. So unfortunately, we don't accept Duolingo. However, you have got many months to do another English test. So you can apply now. We'll probably make you a conditional offer. And between now and next July, you can do another English test, any of those on the list on our website. So you can also still apply for a scholarship now. Hey, Giano. No.
Hi, thank you.
Hi. Salamanto.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
I just want to inquire about something because you people say you will not accept Duolingo. So will I apply? Let me apply. Later I will give the English of the TOEFL or
IELTS
exam.
IELTS or Pearson test?
Yeah.
You accept Pearson test?
Yeah.
But let me apply first the one that I have.
Yeah. Apply with what you've got, and then you've got plenty of months to do another test.
Okay, thank you. That's all.
Thank you. Giano, if you are 15 now, but by 2025 I will be 16, you do seem a bit young, to be honest. Enjoy your youth. I think you can come here when you're 17, so you might need to wait a little bit before you can come to uni, but we do accept from age 16 students doing the Chinese language course, but not for the full degree. Aril, if I want to take a Chinese language course, do I need to be a student? And can I submit my... Yes, I think I know what you mean. What you mean is you will start a degree later, but you do the Chinese language course first, and you don't need the IELTS before you start the Chinese language course. You can do the IELTS while you're here and finish it before your degree. In fact, we have in this building an IELTS testing centre, so it's actually convenient for students to do IELTS and will require no extra travel or anything like that. And if you come, Colin, if you come from an English-speaking country, you do not need to do IELTS or TOEFL. So if your native language is English, or your high school is in English, or you are studying, you've maybe studied in English before, you may not be required to do any English test. Yeah. So Gianna, you are obviously a child genius if you finish your A-level when you're 15. It's about the visa and the legal requirement for an age. So we can accept under 18, but you have to be 17. And it doesn't matter which year. We can accept you age 17 into year 2. Yes. Evo is asking you which country you come from. So SMA127F, is computer science also an undergraduate course? Yes, we have, let's show you, we have several computer science undergraduate degrees. They're very popular actually. These ones, no, not those ones. Here, School of Advanced Technology, the BEng, Computer Science and Technology, BEng, Digital Media Technology, BEng, Information and Computer Science, and also this one that's very popular at the moment, the BEng AI.
Artificial intelligence.
Artificial intelligence.
Intelligent manufacturing engineering with contemporary entrepreneurship, or intelligent robotics engineering with contemporary.
Anyway, these ones.
And also the data science, probably.
This is very popular, yeah. What is the deadline for submitting the IELTS for the master's degree?
It's 15th of July, if my memory is correct, but please double check with the website.
And Valeria, regarding the health insurance, we advise students to get health insurance, but when we will insure all the students with a basic health insurance, which is valid from the day you arrive. Is the PhD, Maliki, is the PhD application system currently open?
It is open.
He said he had an error message.
We do have the landing page for the PhD, and you would be able to get all the information there. And with the application, what is it? PhD.
Says an error message.
It shouldn't be. I will double check. Would you mind send us an email or something, and we can check for you, and with a screenshot and what happened there.
Try again. It might be some regular maintenance. Try again tomorrow, and if it doesn't work, send us an email
to Doctor Studies.
Doctoral studies.
Right. Any more questions? We are over time.
I think we have no more questions. If you have further questions that you are shy
to
ask during the webinar, so you are welcome to send us email to international. As Kirsty just mentioned, our next webinar is on the 10th of December. So we will be focused on the XJTLU Entrepreneurship College related programs and the cutting edge introductions. So we look forward to seeing you next month. Thank you. Thank you for coming. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Have a good day. Have a
Take
good
care.
day.
Bye.
You're going to kill me, but we need to do 2 webinars about the summer school.